Good morning, YouTube. How you doing today? I'm Aaron. This is N.A.S. Garage. On today's episode, we are going to be trying to tackle getting the rear links put on the rear suspension, and maybe get a roller today if I can get the shocks mounted up and figure out how I'm going to do that. So yeah, let's get to it.
Not what I expected, honestly, not at all.
Okay, so where we left off yesterday, in the last episode, was I had built the hub on this side to the forelink and the hub for this side on the forelink, and I had welded it to the frame, and I got these other pieces on here for mounting it up here to the actual frame. Everything rolls so far, which is good. Once I get this mounted up here and I get the forelink in, then I'm gonna figure out how to connect this bottom portion. I have this really thick steel bar here that's like super. I mean, that's like that's pretty big. It's got to be almost 5/8, probably 5/8 maybe. I don't know. It's thick, really thick piece of steel. Maybe bigger than 5/8, maybe 3/4. But it'd also be good because I want to put a piece of steel like this, like cut this piece of steel here and angle it so I can weld it over here somewhere in this area, you know, to just protect the diff from debris or curbs or really anything that might hit it. Yeah, so what is that? Shoot, man, it's 1 inch. Damn, so maybe use some that's some really thick metal there, right? So yeah, that's how we're gonna go with that. We're gonna get the forelink hooked up, and then we're gonna try and get the fifth link hooked up. Once we get the forelink connected, it'll be more in line, straight with the frame, straight back to the axle. If I do put it on a little bit, I might put it on a little bit of an angle, but it'll be a straight connection. I have these spacers here that I can just basically, once I get the forelink on here, it'll be like that, you know. It'll still be able to go up and down. It'll just stop it from going back and forth is all I really need that for. Just to reinforce it. It's got, you know how wide it is, so yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so here's the plan, because we have to make 6 adjustable, or 6 of these arms need to be adjustable. Basically, the 2 top ones and the 2 rear ones will be adjustable. That main front one, that front lower, and that one will not be adjustable. They'll just be set at a certain distance, and that's it. They won't move. The other 3 will be the adjustables. That's how I'll get my camber and my toe if I need to. How I'm going to do that is I'm basically going to cut small little, well, basically like a small little 1-inch piece off of here. Just enough so I can get this bolt to go inside of here. It's about, this bolt inside of there to about right there. And then I'll weld it up. And then I'll do the same with the other side of this pipe. And I'll weld a piece on that, and then we'll measure to the size we need. I'll make sure my bolt is about halfway in between. Make sure it's even on either side. Then I'll put a little weld on this end of it so it can't never back off. And then I'll weld this bolt while it's on the nut. You know, while it's still on the nut, I'll weld it on to this piece. Just, you know, a little 1-inch, whatever piece, how long I'm going to make it. So I can still weld one of these onto it, which the bolt will go through, with a hinge point for those. They're actually for these ones up here. So that's what this is for. And then the bolt will go inside here, like that, and then another piece will go, it was that bolt on this side, which will have another one of these all the way on that end, which will connect to there. So yeah, that's the idea for the adjustments. These are the biggest bolts I had. Chrome, so hopefully they're strong. If not, I'll have to get some different ones, but I mean, these should be fine for what I'm doing. They're pretty big. If they snap, I'll be really surprised. So, yeah. Alright, so let's get to it. Alright, so, what I've come up with is this little jig here. These are studs out of a wheel bearing. And they fit pretty good over there, this pipe relatively. They're not perfect, but enough so where it won't move. You can see, it's pretty tight. And this is set at 28 and a half inches was the width, because that's how far that's how far the ones that are locked in place or fixed are, 28 and a half. So I need to make one at 28 and a half, put that in first, then measure this side, figure how long that one is. It might not be the same, because my brother was saying these drive shaft, or both of these CV axles, I think this one is like a half inch longer than that one. So I'll have to figure it out. That's why I got to measure these ones. They're both not going to be the same, but I got to measure them and then make another jig for it. But yeah. So yeah, let's get to it. All right. So we have gotten the 4-link, made it to the chassis. This is at full extension, how high it's going to be. Looks pretty thick, honestly. Looks really good. This little piece in here, now you can actually see what I did. This little thing. That's that piece that I made. All in there. Doing a good job. I got it. Now, the cool thing is this all can, I can take this assembly out. I just have to disassemble some stuff and pull it up, but the whole back end can get disassembled to get serviced. So I can take this and put it in, just bracket on here, put it back in, check it, take everything apart, paint all this, make it all look pretty, part of the chassis. We still have to get the 5th link connected. The 5th link is gonna go probably connect under here somewhere, underneath, and go to here. I may have to cut that one over there, cut that one up that I already made, because it's not going to work now, and modify it to work, because I did make these already, and I want to use these as well as these. I want to make sure I use these too. I may just cut this off. I may just cut it off here. Use this, cut this off way down here, try and get that thing out, but likely story on that one. But we'll see. If I can, I will. That'd be cool. So now all we got to do is put the shocks on this, and put a nice 5th link that's going to hold everything in line. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is for the shock mounts, we have 4 little tabs here cut out. I'm going to take them apart, put some 1-inch on them. I'm basically going to build like a U and then connect the arm to it that rolls over this that I can connect the shock to. So, yeah, let's get to it. the both shock mounts put in. Both shocks are put in. We built these little wishbones down here to go over and connect to the lower control arm. All this has been reinforced somewhat. I still got to go through and do some more stuff to it, but yeah, we're going to see how it handles under its own weight. Alright, so that's under its own weight.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
That's stiff.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good. Okay, well, I may do the old school way and cut a spring. You know, cut a little bit out of the spring, drop it down. It's old school way to do it. You never did that? Oh man.
Cut the spring.
You never cut springs in lower car, Nate? Oh man. Oh, it's always fun. But you gotta do it right.
Do it.
You take a ratchet strap, you ratchet strap these first, nice and tight. Ratchet strap both of them, then you cut it. Let the ratchet strap out and you hit the top of this. It softens the spring. That's all it does.
Okay.
And softens the whole load. It's not the best way to do it, but if you're working with stuff that's old and that's what you got, then it's the best way to do it. Right?
Might as well just rent the tool.
Rent what tool? Oh yeah, the compression tool. I can do that. That's what I was saying. It's a ratchet strap. It's the same deal.
Ratchet strap's kind of strong, but yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, she rolls. It's pretty good.
Moving?
Yeah, just gotta get this shit out of underneath.
Yeah, I gotta get the steering lined up too. I think this went all wobbly.
Yeah.
But it's on its own weight now.
Yeah. Standing on its own now.
No.
Even if you're on the one side, it's still pretty good. Just on the one side up here. It's pretty strong. It's pretty strong.
Yeah? I think we should. I like your idea of cutting the springs up a little bit and taking something out of that. That might help.
Yeah, because the springs are really strong. That's what I've always done to soft hooks.
So what, then you collapse it here and then weld it again here?
Yeah.
Cut a loop out of it?
You just take one loop, loop on the tape, yeah, one loop. Cut it here, it'll lose that much, drop down. That'll bring it up quite a bit. Alright, so we got it all hooked up. We got the back end put on, we got the shocks put on. It's under its own power now.
Wait.
Under its own weight, I should say, rolling. So we have a rolling chassis, technically rolling chassis. I'm very happy with it, with how the back end turned out. It looks really cool. So, yeah. So, what we're going to do on the next episode is now that we got that figured out, we'll run a couple bracings back there to keep that strong. The shocks can get softened up a little bit. We got to focus on getting the steering figured out now. We have the rear end in, we can figure out our Ackerman steering and all that good jazz and get the steering points proper. And go from there. Hopefully everything will be good. Weld everything up here. Once we get the steering hooked up and get everything reinforced back here, we'll put that last piece of pipe that we've been saving for so long back here. We'll finally put it back here and close off the back side of the frame. To reinforce the shocks. And that's just that part. And then we have to get the power plant running properly and get the power down to the wheels. In order to do that, I'm going to have to make a coupler for it and a bunch of stuff I'm going to have to do on it. It's going to take me a couple days to get the power down to the tires. But you know, I'll keep on trying until it gets done, just because. Alright, so I'm Aaron, this has been N.A.S. Garage. Nate's behind the camera. Alright, so, oh, and if you guys want to check out any of the other videos, they're going to be the links here and here.